Ready when you are.
Okay. So this question's for all three of you, but I'd like to know how your parents influenced your faith while you were growing up.
Interesting.
Nice.
I grew up Greek Orthodox, so it's kind of like you don't have a question. It's you kind of, before you know it, you've got a candle and you're at Greek Easter, singing Christos Anesti, which does mean Christ is risen in Greek. So yeah, my parents were really important in that, and it means so much more, to me. It was interesting that a Greek priest asked my wife, because to get married in the Greek church, she had to convert to Greek Orthodoxy. And she said so many cool things about Greek Orthodoxy that she kind of values. And I would love for those to be the values that, a lot of people take out of it, which is family and togetherness and sense of community and culture. These are the things that I'm really proud of, coming from, a Greek Orthodox background.
Thank you so much.
I would say for me, I grew up in a almost completely sort of secular background. We're Jewish, which is not an unusual thing for American Jews to have that sort of experience growing up. But what I really loved about it was always clear to me the sort of Jewish traditions. We always celebrated the holidays. We always talked about what it means to be Jewish. Now, back then, throughout time. And I think something that I always connected with in Judaism was the act of questioning. That was really important in our household. The question of what is that? What is really going on? And not quite ever following the status quo, if that makes sense. And I really took that to heart. This idea of it's okay to ask questions, because if something can't stand up to scrutiny, then I don't know. It should be able to. And so I really I love that part of the Jewish tradition, if you will. And of course, the lovely movies, including The Ten Commandments and Prince of Egypt, and those, were always a nice little cherry on top.
What is this 10th commandment you
Dog,
speak of?
Charlton Heston as Moses. You have not seen
I
this?
have not seen this.
He doesn't look like you or me, but he gets the job done.
Yeah? What year did this come out?
Old, in the maybe 60s or something. It's we'll watch it.
And Prince of Egypt was a
That was
cartoon?
earlier, yes. Or that was later, yes. And Norma actually.
it's a film.
Yeah, a cartoon
Same?
film.
Cartoon.
Yes.
What year was
Lots
it?
of songs. I don't know.
Okay.
But the parting of the Red Sea is beautiful.
Oh.
We'll need to partake. Yeah.
I have a hole in my
Judaism.
in my history. My parents, everything, everything. It's all, don't want to talk about it too much because it's, one of those things. You don't want to talk the air out of something that is very important to you, to be totally honest. For me, I am who I am, every part of it. Because of my parents, and still they are the most important thing for me right now, and they gave me everything. This is everything is it's a connection, that I really love how it's connected to my mother and my grandmother and my great-grandmother and my great-great-great-grandmother. I think it's a pretty magical thing to be able to share something through the generations it makes it feel like you're part of one big family. So, for me, everything came from my parents,
Great. And how has being involved in The Chosen affected your relationship with your parents?
Whoa. I will say that The Chosen, this has not affected my relationship with my parents. The things that come up are really the life, the very deep life things. That's what the relationship with parents is about. And so they have supported me and loved me through all of it, whether I am going a year without work, I don't know what's going on in my life, I need direction. They love me and support me all the same. So they're very happy for me, that I have this. They're so thrilled about the show and about what we all get to do together because of the show. But they are not result oriented in their love for me. It is unconditional. Yeah.
I didn't mean to imply that.
No, of course.
We're doing an event in Sydney for The Chosen. my dad recently learnt how to share a link over Facebook to invite people to the event. So that was quite interesting, walking my dad through that process. So it's like a funny little relationship.
And
that has
they came to set.
And then they did come to set as well, which was like, it was awesome to have them visit me at my work, which is very hard to do considering they live in Australia and I'm here in the United States. So yeah, that was also like made me super proud that I could, bring them over and introduce them to the family, my family over here, which is how I consider everybody.
Yeah, I think it's, with this deep work and, every season had a certain depth. Sometimes you draw from life, from your own life, and so obviously the people that are important to you, like your family, come find their way weaved into this work. They find their way sometimes into the scenes with certain meanings. Sure, absolutely. It's in this line of business. Your life is always always finds its way into the work. So definitely been part of it.
Thank you both, all three of you. Thank you so much for the
you.
time today. Really appreciate it.